Hello and welcome to Educare Live. Let's get started and look into our daily quiz. Let's look into the first question. High courts are instituted as constitutional courts under Part VI, Chapter V, Article 214 of the Indian Constitution. Constitutional courts under Part VII, Chapter V, Article 214 of the Indian Constitution. Constitutional courts under Part VI, Chapter VI, Article 214 of the Indian Constitution. Constitutional courts under Part VIII, Chapter V, Article 214 of the Indian Constitution. So, the answer is what? Constitutional courts under Part VI, Chapter V. So the option 1 is your answer. So we know we have 22 article in our constitution and 12 schedule. Okay. So the from 22 article, 22 part and 12 schedule. So from the 22 part, first part is known for your union and territory, and second part is your known as for your what? Citizenship. Third is your fundamental rights. Four is your what? For DPSP. And fifth for IVA means 4A Amendment Act. Amendment Act is for what? Fundamental duty. So and 5 part 5 for what? The union government. And part VI for what? State government. So here the question is asking for high courts. So high courts coming under what? State government. So part VI, the answer is for part VI. So you can guess here part VI is here and part VI is also here. So from the part VI, which chapter? So chapter V and chapter VI. So the answer is this. So moving to the next question. Who is the custodian of the Constitution of India? So the options are President, Prime Minister, Supreme Court, Parliament. So the answer is what? Answer is Supreme Court. The custodian of Constitution of India is Supreme Court. Now the Supreme Court have 34 judges. Okay, 33 judges and one is your Chief Justice of India. So now the current Chief Justice of India is none other than your N.V. Ramana. Okay, N.V. Ramana. So here is the question. Here we have the option. In option President coming under your 52, article number 52. There shall be a president. So Prime Minister coming under your article number 75. Okay, and 74th article says what? The Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. Okay, and Parliament is coming under your article number 79. Okay, Parliament is consist of three. One is your Rajya Sabha, one is Lok Sabha, and another is your the President. Okay, so moving to the next question. Who can remove a judge of Supreme Court? Who can remove a judge of Supreme Court? The options are Council of Ministers, Chief Justice of India, Prime Minister, President. So the answer is what? President. Okay. So President can remove judge of the Supreme Court by the recommendation of whom? Parliament. Okay. By the recommendation of Parliament. And the Parliament have to pass the bill or resolution against the judge of Supreme Court by the majority of two-thirds, means special majority. Okay, and the special majority is what? Not less than two-thirds majority of House present and voting. Okay, so the answer is what? The President. Moving to the next question. The power to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court of India is vested in. The options are the President of India, the Parliament, the Chief Justice of India, The law commission. Okay, so the answer is what? The parliament. Okay, so increasing the number of judges in the Supreme Court of India is vested in the parliament. Okay, so parliament have, three component. One is your Rajya Sabha, one is your Lok Sabha, one is your the president. Okay, Rajya Sabha coming under your article number 80, Lok Sabha coming under article number 81, and the president is coming under there shall be president of 52 article. Okay, president of India article number 52, and president of India have the power to what means uh, executive power. This is coming under your 54 at number article number 54, and the chief justice of India, and I already told about the chief justice of India, N.V. Ramana, now the chief justice of India. And here is the law commission. Okay, so the answer is what? The answer is the parliament. Okay, moving to the next question. The PIL petition related to fundamental rights can be filled in, options are Supreme Court only, High Courts only, any court, both Supreme Court and High Court. So the answer is what? Answer is both Supreme Court and High Court. Okay, PIL stands for what? Public interest litigation. Okay, public interest litigation comes to force in which year? 1979, means Kapila Hingorani. The Kapila Hingorani is known as the mother of PIL. Okay, so the famous case is known as Hussainair Khatun case. Okay, that's from that case we know the PIL coming to our country. Okay, and what is the procedure to means from execute or to means to form a PIL against any person or any means organization? The process are any Indian citizen or organization can move the court for a public interest. Okay, second point is in the Supreme Court under Article 32. Okay, under Article 32 what? Fundamental rights are, the writs are coming under your Article 32. Okay, we know 5 types of writs. Okay, what is this? One is your habeas corpus, one is your mandamus, one is your certiorari, one is your prohibition, another is your q warrant. Okay, and regarding this we can file a PIL. We can file a PIL in High Court as well as in Supreme Court. We can file a PIL in Supreme Court directly. Okay, so but in case of High Court the article is coming under 226. Okay, so moving to the next question. Which qualification is wrong for being a judge in the Supreme Court? So the options are: it is compulsory to be a citizen of India, he should be a respected jurist in the eyes of Parliament, he should be a lawyer in High Court for at least 10 years, must be a judge in the High Court for at least 5 years. So you can easily guess that this option is not correct, because he should be a respected jurist in the eyes of Parliament means this may be wrong. So what is the right question? What is the right answer? For this question the right answer is that, but for being a judge of Supreme Court have the qualification is what? A person, so a person should be a citizen of India. Okay, second, what? He or she should have been a judge of High Court for 5 years, or what? He or she should have been advocate of a High Court for 10 years, or he should be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of president. Okay, here the Parliament word is incorrect, but in case of Parliament if this is written by president, okay, so this may be right. So the answer is what? He should be a respected jurist in the eyes of Parliament is wrong answer. Okay, so moving to the next question. what are the necessary to become the chief justice of high court? Okay, chief justice of high court. Here the question asking for high court. Okay, you see here high court. So for high court, what the necessary conditions? So he is a citizen of India. What for a minute? Okay, he is a citizen of India. He was been working in a post of justice in India for at least 10 years, and he has been an advocate in High Court of the state for at least 10 years, or all of the above. So what the answer? All of the above. Okay, he is a citizen of India. He has been working in a post of justice in India for at least 10 years. He has been an advocate in High Court of state for at least 10 years. All are correct. Okay, and the tenure of high court judge is what? 62 year. The retirement age is 62 years. Okay, and the article is what? 214 article. Under this article there will be high court for each state. Okay, moving to the next question. The power of Supreme Court of India to decide disputes between the center and state fall under its. The options are advisory jurisdictions, appellate jurisdictions, original jurisdictions, read jurisdiction. So the answer is what? Original jurisdiction. Okay, we have three types of jurisdiction in our constitution. The Supreme Court have three types of jurisdictions. One is your original jurisdiction, one is your appellate jurisdiction, another is your what? One is original jurisdictions, another is your appellate jurisdiction, and next is your what? Advisory jurisdictions, and other one is also have read jurisdictions. Okay, so original jurisdictions, the center state relations or state state relations coming under your original jurisdiction. Appellate jurisdiction, if the lower court have has decided a wrong decision, or a lower court means jurisdictions of lower court is may wrong, then you can file a petition against lower court in higher court, means in Supreme Court. Okay, this is your appellate jurisdictions. And advisory jurisdictions means president can advise to whom? Supreme Court regarding some context, that is regarding your bill passed in your parliament, or regarding means amendments. This is your coming under your what? Advisory jurisdictions. And read jurisdiction, you already known about this, means coming under your 32 article, and five types of reads coming under your means fundamental rights. So this comes under your read jurisdiction. Moving to the next question. Which of the following high courts has the largest number of benches? So the options are Delhi High Court, Madhya Pradesh High Court, Guwahati High Court, Kolkata High Court. So the answer is what? Guwahati High Court. Okay, Guwahati High Court means previously these have 7 benches. Okay, but nowadays this is restricted to come to 3 benches. Okay, so moving to the next question. What is the retirement age for the judges of Supreme Court of India? So Supreme Court judges. Okay, the answer is what? 65 year. If the question is asking for high court judges, then you can take the answer of 62. So moving to the next question. So this is total your means total completed the session, and thank you for watching, and God bless you, all the very best.